Hello everyone, you are welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you how I made this beautiful kaftan boubou dress. You can see I made this dress with almost 5 years of fabric because the person is a plus size individual. The bead is just one packet of rice bead. This is not crystal bead, but is also as good as crystal bead. The only difference is that it's very stressful. As you can see the dress, I'm still beading. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel as you are watching this video because it will help this video to be more visible to other viewers. I folded this clothes into 4 parts. I measured I used the whole breadth of the whole length of the Ankara. I use it for the folding. Why I measured the length of the client I'm sewing for, which is the length is 60 inches. So I use the whole breadth for the folding and I measure out the length of the Ankara. I use the length for the folding because the length of the Ankara 45 inches won't be enough for the length of the person. So now after folding into 4, I'm cutting both the front piece and the back piece together. In fact, I'm not going to create any shoulder line there, like I'm not going to cut any shoulder there. So I'm measuring the full length of the client now, which is 60, and I'm going to add some inches to it. I'm going to add some inches to it for folding. I added 2 inches. I'm going to add that to it for the folding. The rest I'm cutting it out. So after measuring the length of the dress, now I will go back to the upper part of the dress where the shoulder is going to be and the neck. I will measure out the shoulder length of the person. The shoulder length of the person is 16 divided by 2 is 8 inches. No need to add allowance. We are not joining anything here. So I will now measure the sleeve length that I measured, that the person prefer, maybe short sleeve, maybe it's 3/4. I will add it to it. Here I added 12 inches because the person did not want it short. So I will mark where the sleeve length stop plus the shoulder. I'm not going to cut it out. I'm measuring both the sleeve and the shoulder together. What I'm doing here is to measure out 9 inches. The round armhole measurement of that person divided by 2, that's 18 divided by 2 is 9 inches. I'm just using that as a guideline. I'm not using this in this boubou. For that 9 inches, you can still come down up to 11 or 12 inches depending on how open you want your sleeve to be. For this dress, I came down up to 14 inches and I measure what I have from my neckline to my sleeve length, 22 inches, and I return the same thing to that 14 inches line. That is, I mark 22 inches on that 14 inches mark that I made. That will form my slip opening. Now I'm measuring 38 inches. That's the knee length of the person. That's where the cowl effect of this boubou gown is going to stop. So I wrote that line out for a guide. So on that line, I'm going to measure my hip circumference divided by 4. The hip circumference of the person is 56 inches divided by 4. I input it there. Then I added 3 inches ease and sewing allowance. So from that my mark, I'm going to connect it in a cowl shape to the sleeve that I've ruled out the other time, to the sleeve. So but on that sleeve, you come in by 2 inches so that when you are folding your sleeve, you will not have issues. Come in by 2 inches. So from that 2 inches, connect it down to your nail length. I hope you know that nail length is not falling directly on your nail. It's like 2 inches above your nail. So after that, from that nail length, you are going to draw the rest straight down. You are drawing it straight down. I measure what I have there and I return it back to the down part I want to bring out my neck now. The neck I used for this was 3 by 3 inches. 3 by 3 inches. So you first connect that one in a circular neck rather. After cutting out the neck, just measure like 2 inches. If you want it deeper, 3 inches. If you want it deeper, 4 inches, but it depends on you. So connect the neck in that way and cut it out. After cutting out the neck, measure where you want the bead to stop. For this person, I used 30 inches. So that's where the bead is going to stop. And you draw a line from the neck. You draw a line from the neck back to that line that you've created before. You can see what I did, and you cut it out. It is these pieces that you cut out. Make sure you notch the important parts. The first neck you cut out and the new neck that you created now, make sure you notch it. So it is these pieces that you cut out that you are going to use to cut your black doll face. We are replacing that part with a doll face. So make sure you notch the important part, the first place where you stop your neck and the second place where you cut your second neck from. So now I'm going to cut out the sides. I'll just follow the line I've drawn out before. So after cutting out the side, I will trim the excesses at the down parts too. I'll trim out the excesses. So after trimming the excesses, the next thing now is to take my doll face and use the pattern to cut it out. I will just place the doll face on my table and I will place the pattern on it and add my sewing allowance, 0.5 sewing allowance to the sides of the pattern. I will add 0.5 sewing allowance to it. So I've joined the pattern back to the dress now. I've joined it back to the dress. So now the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm using this rice bead. I used this one packet for both front and back, and it even remained. It's just stressful compared to crystal bead. If you know you don't have the time, just use crystal bead. So now I will start beading the dress. I'll take a matching thread, put it inside my needle. I'm using a bead needle. I'm using a beading needle. So I will beat I'll put the thread and tack it. It's just like the normal way we do put bead in dress. After tacking, I will arrange the bead inside the line, and I will make sure the bead line is falling on the neck. I'll make sure the bead line is falling on the neck. I tack this very well, like 2 times, so that the bead will not just be falling off. So you can see the bead that I did, that is not in a straight line, it's falling on the neck. So it's better you place this dress when you are attacking the bead. Make sure you place it on a mannequin or you place it on a flat surface so that you can arrange it very well. Thanks for watching this video. Kindly give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much. So that you know that what you are arranging is correct. It's better to place it on the mannequin if you want have one. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Kindly like this video and subscribe to my channel if you are new on this channel. Thank you.